Hey, my friends, Kevin here. This is another episode where I dive deep into Reddit and I look for questions, challenges, and unique situations that freelancers are facing and tackle and give you my thoughts on how to best approach this type of scenario. If you're new around here, my name is Kevin Whelan. I'm a full-time marketing advisor, and I spend a good portion of my time helping other marketers build more profitable and impactful practices. And so without any further ado, I'll dive right into it and get into this particular one that I found. So this one says, I hate content marketing so much. How do I make this easy for me? And look, I'm a content marketer. I'm a marketer, and content has been the number one way I've gotten clients throughout my entire career. Even the referrals I get, which is a lot of my clients end up coming from referrals, or even just the opportunities they get to speak on stage. It all stems from creating content, whether it's in video, audio, or text format. So I think content is fundamental to succeeding as a marketer, as a freelancer, and ultimately is going to help you get more clients if you can figure out a way to do it in a way that suits you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'll read this a little bit further. So as a graphic designer, I'm looking for new ways to market myself. I already do YouTube once a month. Good. That's great. And slowly, but growing there. I've also got pretty good visibility on Behance. Okay. Now I'm looking to be more effective on Instagram. I was trying to batch create some content today, but already dreading it because I hate it so much. The idea of making reels, documenting my process. I just want to be low key, writing, designing, scheduling posts. That's why I don't want to be a social media manager. I could hire someone else, but I can't afford it now. I'm probably just burnt out. Is there any way I can handle this and make it easier for me so I can enjoy the process? And I think that last question is the key thing there. So it might be that you shouldn't be doing Instagram reels. Like, for example, I don't use Instagram to market myself. I never have. It just so happens that clients of mine don't hang out there. So I haven't really felt the need to make Instagram my primary channel. But really it's about, when creating content, figuring out which one of the channels are going to be most suitable for your particular skill set. And so writing might be great for you. If not writing, then maybe video, maybe just sitting and talking and answering questions like this, or that your clients give you or that you find is a great way for you to create content and demonstrate your expertise and to give value. Maybe audio is your thing. As I say, no one gets speaking block. I think it was Seth Godin, people get writer's block, but we don't get speaker's block. So maybe speaking and doing some kind of a solo audio podcast or an interview-based podcast can work for you. So it's really about finding the thing that doesn't burn you out and creating in the process. Video is still new for me, so I'm still developing my skills and developing my process and how I want to do it. But writing has been my core thing that I've done for years. And every time I would post a blog post or put it on LinkedIn, I'd get someone coming out of the weeds looking for help with their marketing. And it's always been the case. It's been a very fruitful, high ROI activity for me. And so if you don't like it, I would say figure out, is it writing, audio, or video that you like the most? Or is it getting onto social media and doing tweets or whatever? But really it's about finding what can you do sustainably over a long enough time. And usually you're good at either visual, audio, or text based. Ideally you can learn and practice on all of them, but then land on the thing that's most useful for you. If I was going to pick one, I would say writing. Writing is the most permanent of all the mediums, if you will. And so writing is critical to really everything. You can create videos by first writing your videos and writing scripts or outlines. It's how you can create, courses, social media, like whatever. Writing is fundamental. So I would start with writing as a core skill and then ideally work on it, develop it. You can learn. There's people who teach writing online. There's Ship 30 for 30, or there's various other people who teach writing. And so looking at places that teach writing and saying, I want to develop this skill. What are the fundamental ingredients? And there's lots to that. Maybe I'll do a future video on some of the writing fundamentals that I believe in. But really it should be your voice, communicating one idea at a time, clearly as you can, and writing it down, and then ideally putting it on your own website, on your blog or wherever, and then sending it out via your email, and then everything else is bonus. That's kind of my point of view, but you really got to figure out what's going to be right for you. If you're a graphic designer like this person is, that may not work for you. So maybe you just post examples of your work on LinkedIn and just put straight up images on LinkedIn and talk about it a little bit, or talk about the process behind your work. Maybe your process is to go on Behance. Like you said, this person's got a Behance community or presence, if you will. And so whatever it is for you and the medium you're on, does it work for you? Can you do it sustainably? And do your clients look there, hang out there? And if not, can you bring that content, that stuff you've created, and put it on a platform where they're most likely to see it? My main one is always email. If you can get email and blog in your website, that's good, because then when you do get people to your website, they're going to see, oh, wow, there's a lot of work here. There's a lot of thought. There's a lot of expertise here that I can see that someone's credible at doing their thing. So get your home base set up, look good on paper, as I've mentioned before, and then distribute your ideas onto other platforms. But do the medium that's right for you. So if you're a graphic designer, you may not want to start a podcast. It might be more of a visual thing. So you might be on video or text with accompanying images that, teach and articulate what you do. And that's the key thing. You're helpful as freelancers, consultants, marketers. We help people for a living. And so part of that is teaching, is helping them learn what they need to know to be able to approach a topic and to learn how to better handle their options in this marketing ecosystem that we all live in. And so what is that for you? And how do you educate people, and not just show pretty pictures, but how do you educate people in a meaningful way so they can see with higher fidelity how the world works through your eyes, and then be more likely to hire you in the future? And it's not just that that the end client sees you and hires you directly. A lot of times it's, I publish something, one of my friends or colleagues remembers, and they keep seeing me publishing, and then they recommend me to someone else in the future. So it's not always about reaching your ideal target market. Sometimes it's about reaching the people in your network so that they can introduce you to other people in your ideal target market. So I'll leave this with you for now, but I think it's about picking the thing you want to do, and figuring out what that is, learning and investing in it. I would definitely start with writing as a primary skill set, and then bridge into other mediums, and then bring it to people via social media, email, and other platforms. But always house your content, your best thinking, on your own website, so that when it's time for someone to think about hiring you, they're going to go there and evaluate your website. And that's the place that you want to look really smart and dialed in on, because that's ultimately what people are choosing you on. So hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed for more like this, where I dive into Reddit or other just ideas and concepts that you can apply to help you grow a more profitable marketing practice. That's all for now. If you want to get on my mailing list, kevin.me/subscribe, or just go to kevin.me and you'll find the newsletter sign up there. That's where all the good stuff happens in true eating my dog food fashion. Okay, I'll leave it there. Bye for now.